Hey yo, y'all. Welcome to WatchMania. It's your AEW Collision Chicago, Illinois for Watchalong and live reactions for November 30th, 2024. I'm your host, AEW. How goes it, y'all? It's interesting. Accepted. How goes everybody? Y'all ready for some afternoon graps? Because this is ideal for me, honestly. I'm so happy that we're doing Collision earlier in the afternoon. I wanted to be able to watch along to it live. And, you know, we try to keep up with the WWE pay-per-views and stuff, but this is where it's at for me personally. How we doing, y'all? How's everybody Saturdays treating them thus far? Sorry, I'm getting a few things sorted. If you saw my little layout was like out of frame. It's kind of odd. But yeah, doing good. Love this, y'all. But he's got some rest. Those of you keeping up with everything, it's going to be about 6 to 7 hours of wrestling minimum. That's going to be... It's quite a variety, too. Because Rampage is AEW, but it's going to be a very different Rampage. We've got a lot of looks. Controller open Collision? Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. It's in a different tab. Doing this so I can keep up with the music. You don't gotta release me. The Continental Classic continues, y'all. Juice Robinson versus Will Ospreay should be an interesting match because I'm not sure how their styles mesh, you know? I feel like we're going to be seeing a more subdued Ospreay, or we're going to be seeing Juice turn it up to levels we've seldom seen. Just finished having food, which is weird. Usually I'm struggling to stay up after the second hour of a show. So almost started without me being ready. No, I hear you. Oh, man, I woke up a little too late for my own good today, so it's kind of been real crunch time and getting everything ready. Because, yeah, y'all, we're doing a watch-along for both, and they're going to be 2 separate streams. So for those of you sticking through with all of it, and by the way, thank you. That is so epic. We're going to be dropping the link for it throughout the show and stuff, so that way y'all will know that's where we're going. Immediately after, we're going to end this stream and start that one, like, as soon as we can. Hey there, George. Welcome in. Welcome. Also, welcome newcomer, Chili's Dinner. Fun name. Tracking the CT result. Like some of my predictions already been wrong. It's funny because I've been hearing that a lot, which really gives me the impression they're going to be doing some different things with this tournament. And I'm here for that. I'm so here for that. Sorry, just getting some stuff sorted. I thought about doing like a video and stuff for it, but I'm like, no, because the tournament has already started, so it gives me a weird edge. It's going to be very oddly dated. It's like, meh, I'll just talk about it on Blue Sky and stuff. Agreed, Jordan. When I found out that, because I guess I missed it on the show entirely during the stream. I'm going to be getting ready to go Nord and stuff. Can't get the Kylo Okada match in the semis. Yeah, it's... I can be convinced. Personally, I liked how they had it last year. I don't think they needed to change anything. But with them going out of their way to change it, I'm curious. I'm optimistically curious to see what they do with that, you know. Because what I will say is we now have a tournament where there is no rematches. You know, because, like, that happened, right? The block final was a rematch of something that happened during the first 5 rounds. The new semifinals. Kyle versus Ospreay as the semifinals. Yeah, that checks out for me a little bit more, too, because it feels weird that they would let that become the finals of the tournament, because you almost don't want the story to bog down the entire... in my opinion, it can often undermine the entirety of a tournament when it just comes down to, yeah, but these two guys, though. Alright, let's get this Nord up and running. Something tells me it's going to be a little faster than I'm used to it being, so I'm just going to slow a roll here because I just saw the minute turn. Do that for myself. I think Championship gets the finals for one more year. Yeah, I think so. Okada not making it to the finals would feel like it kind of undermines him in his run with the belt. I think it'll be a little bit more interesting to have him be, you know, like, oh, of course Okada got to the finals. Because, you know, in the same way last year's tournament felt like, oh, it's made for Danielson. This one kind of feels like, if all goes according to plan, should just be that. Brief. Bear with us for the... Okay, alright, that gives us a buffer on the show. But we should be stable. We should be all stable and good to go, y'all. Everything's in the clear. Hell yeah. And with that being the case, hopefully no choppiness or nothing. I forgot to drop this. Yes, Phoenix to check them out. Got the finals as Claudio versus... That's a dream final for me. I also... Yeah, no. The one match I think I'm looking forward to, and it seems I'm not the only one. Okada and Benjamin. That's gonna be... By the way, y'all, please do drop a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Double check, make sure you got that. It really goes a long way in supporting us, where this is not our usual start time for a stream. And on top of that, we're going to be streaming twice back-to-back on the channel, which is not very ideal in the eyes of YouTube. So we want to do everything we can to counterbalance their system there. It may work against us. Oh, and we're opening with it. Okay, let's go. Here for it. Hey there, Lone Star. Welcome in, friend. How's your Saturday afternoon treating you? A little bit earlier for the graphs than usual, but it shall be the same old good time. So does Collision not have Pyro, but Dynamite does? Maybe I'm just imagining he has Pyro. It has been an active afternoon for me, but it has been a lovely one nonetheless. Nothing going, everything going according to plan, you could say. I think we're about sport. Addressing today, Collision, Rampage, Trading to Survivor Series. Yes, exactly. We are still watching Rampage, y'all, but it is going to be exclusively on the Discord. We're doing a delayed, spoiler-free watch party for Rampage after Survivor Series ends. Because Survivor Series and Rampage will overlap for that first hour. We don't want to have to try and jockey two shows at once. So that's going to be how we go for it. Yeah, it looks like Ospreay is going to roll with this look for the tournament. Not unlike how Danielson has the eye patch for the tournament. Rampage is going to be a fun time, too. If I had any nitpick, it's that this didn't start an hour earlier, so we could do all of the wrestling straight through. Ready to be moved by Juicy Boy. You see, that's what I'm looking forward to, Jordan. It's like I want to see Juice Robinson show me things I don't know about him. Because when I saw this match on paper, I'm like, theoretically, based on what AEW alone has shown me by both these men, Ospreay mops the floor with him, but something about that just doesn't feel right. So, especially with how much people love and revere Juice. from even before he came into AEW. So I think that I'm going to learn something about him that I didn't know. I know Juice is good. Love his New Japan. Hell yeah. Do you ever have a G1 run?
So if there's any confidence, take a look at how Ospreay is all bandaged up, all taped up there, Nigel.
He's a very different guy to where he was. Oh, okay. So there's a chance to do something. All right. Heard. I love how you answered my question before I even asked it. That's perfect. Where's Masters of Mox in Japan? Yeah, I remember they had a program in 2019. Beautiful. Keeping it technical with the pace. And then look at Juice like, wow, you're good. No, another question. You know, anybody can answer. Have these two ever squared off, singles competition or otherwise?
Side headlock here applied as the match continues. Fans, a reminder, tonight's collision is presented by Poker Now. Every day this month, Poker Now members have a chance to win a golden passport for a free seat in the largest poker free roll ever. The World Poker
Oh?
Tour.
Oh, nice catch.
In Las Vegas. Visit PokerNow.club today for your chance to win.
Damn. That's 2 for Will.
We're seeing here, Nigel.
Yep, certainly not their first rodeo, proverbially speaking, as Robinson a little bit stunned here. Ospreay so good, even with the injury. It's just reflex with this man. Second nature.
Laid that one in.
Amazing athletes I've ever seen in the ring.
Something tells me we haven't stopped roaring. Well, I think we're done with the warm-up, actually.
Just on another
Got a trio woe.
keeps coming back, and that's what you call trio woe here, and boom! A drop kick to the midsection. Very aggressive, and a cover 1, 2. But he got a
No worries, Lone Star. We got you.
For Ospreay, who's certainly had the odds stacked against him as of late. Since Carl Fletcher,
There you are, my
in
friend.
action later tonight, turned his back on
It's funny enough because I'm actually a few seconds behind on my feed because of the buffer. You're very welcome. Yes, many times in New Japan.
We have 2 blue league
All right.
matches coming up later tonight here on Collision. And
So there's a level of familiarity.
look at him. Has a chance to pose here.
Iron Octopus.
But yeah, one of the reasons, like I said earlier, I'm cautiously optimistic about the new semifinals layout is that
See, they left.
it keeps everything fresh. There is no rematches in this tournament, which, don't get me wrong, I kind of liked. The Daniel Cinetti story, for example, that was told in last year's tournament, really benefited from being a standard round match and the Blue League semifinal, the Blue League final. So I don't know yet. I guess time will tell. Here's what I will say is it puts the idea of a 3-way match for the final happening again back on the table. Because if there's a 2-way tie for second in one of the leagues, then that will result in a 3-way match more organically. And I was against a 3-way match happening again because of how statistically improbable it would be that it happened 2 tournaments in a row. Juice got 8 points in 2017, 6 in 2018, 8 in 19.
Here's a cover. Juice looks, rolls him over. 1, 2.
Okay. Was that based on a 2 for a win, 1 for a draw point system, Jordan? Just want some clarity in that regard. Or was it Continental Classic with 3 for a win? Damn, please show me a replay of this neck breaker. And the reaction from Lone Star makes me feel like because I was caught up in the math for a second. Although with all that tape, that is exactly what Juice needs to do to start wearing Ospreay down in his favor. Now, if you're Juice, do you already start thinking? Do you already start planning in your head for a time limit draw? Because Ospreay's shown to be one step ahead several times over this match.
Ospreay fights his way out of that, though. There's a big chop to the chest, sending Juice near side.
Nice duck. Caught.
Juice collapsed.
Oh, I see what we're going for, though. And he still keeps control. The Ospreay. Oh, I appreciate that from Ospreay so much.
I think Juice collapsing.
Juice and Will have one singles bout at the 2022 G1. Ospreay has won. One is around 11 minutes. Okay. Bet. I believe so. Okay. Gotcha. On the point system. That checks out, which also makes that more competitive because that sounds like at least 3 wins on average in a tournament.
Try to end this match sooner rather than later. Tony, we've talked about how important wins and losses are in the Continental Classic. 3 points for a win, only 1 for a draw. So sometimes it's certainly better. Swing for the fences.
Absolutely. Get the win. You lose.
The crowd is very both these guys right now, and I'm happy for it.
It is a 20-minute time limit for all these matches with no outside interference. There is Ospreay slipping behind. Oh, but he gets caught in the side of the head, in the neck region. Right? It looks like hit him in the nose as well. Right on that kinesio tape. And over the top.
Oh, okay.
Rolls him
Roll
through.
through.
Juice got a
Oh, no. Turned it around himself. Got that high angle Boston Crab. I dig it.
The Boston Crab, but the legs on the outside
Yeah, absolutely.
rather than the inside.
Ospreay, let's go, Juice. Ayo, Wyatt, welcome in for some good old afternoon graps.
Look at the back.
How goes it, friend? Your Saturday been kind to you thus far?
Really being wrenched upon there.
That's so going to be the main event. There's no way it's not, right? With the champion versus champion tag on it.
Interesting note, though, in this, of course, Juice Robinson always used to having the rest of the Bang Bang gang, if not at ringside, certainly in the wings waiting.
Right.
Gotta do
Just
it
don't
all
look too
on his
concerned,
own
though.
now. But by the looks of things, he's got a great advantage to press here.
Head first, face first, if you will, on the floor, and which could change the complexion of this match. You see Juice and the marks, the bruises on his chest early on in this match. And a count out would give Juice 3 points. So Juice just waited.
True. Oh, my gosh. You so often don't consider a counted or DQ victory.
Only he's waiting. I'm sure he wants to push him back. If
I mean, granted, you only want to do something like that maybe once a tournament, if ever.
Ospreay's down.
Oh, I thought that was already at 9.
9.
What a timing! The way he just sprung backwards, the aim that takes. Holy crap, I went through and much closer. Yo, that's awesome. Love that, dude. So far. Yes. Weekend has been lovely thus far. I've been getting some much needed sleep these past couple of days. Just really been sleeping in. Very helpful. So what a way to kick off Collision with this match. Right? That's what I said when I heard Ospreay's music. I was like, oh, all right. And straight into it. Match. No segment. No promo. Good old AEW. They just got the math.
Gonna have a tremendous impact in this match. Oh, that time Ospreay over the top.
Yeah, no, I totally get that, Jordan. Got to recharge them back, his brother. You already know, man. I've been not giving it to a lot.
From Washington, D.C. So how about
Holiday Bash.
full gear going up against Kyle Fletcher?
Okay, look at that. You see, that's what I love about this tournament as well, is it allows you to announce matches for shows 4 weeks in advance, which is going to help with ticket sales. If people who are in that area know for a fact Ospreay versus Darby is happening at that show. Ospreay and Darby in Washington, yup. That was the home of the first Dynamite. I think that's going to be their 5th show in DC. Maybe their 6th. I think they're 5th, though. Dynamite specific, I should say. That's going to go crazy. It really is. When I saw that possibility on paper, I was like, That's not Seattle. No, it's not Seattle. Yeah, it's DC. Yeah, it's not Darby's home state. Yeah, that's the confusing part. We got a state named Washington, and then on the opposite side of the country is our capital, which stands alone from any of the 50 states, Washington, D.C. I see he choose yellow gum.
Up on top.
Oh, that standing sky twister press was excellent.
Juice Robinson is out.
Hook of the leg and the back against the chest. There's Ospreay now, looking for support, looking for motivation from the crowd here in Chicago.
The body control by Will Ospreay is phenomenal.
It is preternatural. The Kawada kicks raining into the forehead.
Juice. Oh, man. Juice
Yo, that leg lariat was gnarly.
swept down Ospreay. But
Those
Juice
black ear,
took
right? Seeing Will in the green and white and then the red for so much of his AEW run, this is a very refreshing look on him.
Wide open there, gasping for air. You often saw that.
That's what I think, Jordan, right? So, I was saying this earlier this year. I'm not sure if anyone remembers. I feel like the C2, first off, should have had a men's and a women's version happening concurrently. And you started after Wrestle Dream instead of after Full Gear. So that way you can make each block on each side be 7 or even 8 people instead of 6. And you can have each round be a bi-weekly event instead of a weekly event. So that way you can let the program breathe and still do other things that aren't tournament related. Oh, he is tangled in there awkwardly. And you could also have enough time to lead it up to World's End. We never see the roast spot in AEW. Right? Like, that happens. That's happened like 3 times in company history, I feel like. Maybe even that.
Juice Robinson, who's won 16 of his last 24
You know what? You're right, Jordan. Now that I'm trying to think about it. Because WWE's ropes are so tight now, I don't think you can get them that low without really making it, like, pushing all the way down and tangling them. Pushing the top rope all the way down, middle rope all the way up, kind of thing. The right, why I think there can be certain ones that are just like in it, you know. Maybe you could have some of the highest scores of last year's tournament, i.e. a Brody King and a Claudio, be justified because they were just short of getting into the finals. You could be like, because of their great performances in the last tournament, they will be in the tournament, but we're going to have 4 to 6 qualifiers or whatever. Into the Styles Clash. Got him. Oh. Yeah, they had it as just like a little YouTube video on their channel. And like that works, I suppose. But I feel like you can do that after the full lineup has been set. Oh, Dunzo. This is a fun one. About 15 minutes as well. Really went the distance. Well, they almost went the distance. Still. Something tells me that shoulders are going to catch up to him throughout this tournament. Agreed. It was an excellent match. It'll be a nice touch. Right? That's what it's because like they specified, like Brody King had 10 points last tournament. I think him and Claudia both had 9 or something. Danielson and Eddie had 10. I can't quite remember. No, they had 12.
Come here. I'm ready for my interview. I'm a complicated woman. I do a lot of things that people don't understand, and that's okay. So when people ask me why I broke up with Mina, I could give the simple answer of jealousy or watching her prance around
Agreed,
town
Darth.
with the ghosts of my past, but that's not true. I never broke up with Mina Shirakawa. In fact, we're closer than ever. Every time she came here, it was, I love America. I love AEW. I want to be champion. So how could I not give her a chance at everything she's ever wanted? You want to be on top? Well, this is what it takes to be on top. You beat me, you can have it all. AEW, you want Mina? Here she is. Now let's see how long she lasts. You can cry. You can scream. You can bleed. But you can never say, I didn't love you.
She's so... Her character's so twisted. Oh my god. Great, keep your enemies close for promo, right? And then into MXM, what a jarring transition. My goodness. Oh, Reed. I think, I hear you, Jordan. Juice should not be underestimated as a singles guy. And I say that as someone who hasn't seen his work firsthand. Oh, look it. All right. Just making his way. I missed him by a promo. Yeah. Johnny is something else.
Have you ever seen that before? Never in my life have I seen a ring attire like this. And we've seen a lot through the years.
That's one the late great superstar Billy Graham.
Wow, good call back.
Been proud of that one.
Absolutely.
All three of these men always TV ready.
Very much so. Thank you, Victor. Welcome in. Hope your Saturday is going well as well. I think she was like she's learned her lines a bit too well. I hear where you're coming from. Like everything she says seems so sure, even though a lot of the dialogue in itself would imply that it's being spoken in the moment, like raw off the top of her head, and it's not. I see where you're coming from there. This was overproduced her, and because you see it with her backstage segments versus her in-ring promos. Everyone will call back to her her all-out, not her all-out promo. Sorry, her promo that was right after she turned on Tony. I see a lot of people are happy they brought back this theme, Lone Star. It's a fun theme. I think that it didn't need changing. Oh, could have been true. Yeah, guys.
How would you like to say it? A bit of a disagreement.
My God, is that private party?
Champions now, the Be That As It May private party. Enjoying the bottle service.
Yeah, we've seen some odd things from the Acclaim. You're right, talk about that.
This is the Mistico match, Jordan.
The quote-unquote world's greatest wrestler in Max Caster when he confronted Swerve Strickland.
Swerve Strickland, he was just out.
Is there heat between? Not heat. Is there beef between Mistico and Johnny TV?
No sense of humor, Tony, like you. You want to talk about champions?
Because obviously I see the tag teams lining up in this match, but that's why
From Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 180 pounds.
this music.
Mistico!
One of the phenomenal luchadors from CMLL making his return here to AEW. Mistico. Speaking of luchadors, coming up following
I thought the music was going to drop into something more intense.
special Lucha Libre edition of
So this should be a very fun match.
And that'll come up immediately following this telecast of Collision here today on TNT. Great ovation for Mistico. Wonder how he'll
I
work
feel like I have not heard anybody else in the 21st century refer to a TV program as a telecast, other than Tony Schiavone.
this matchup. I don't know what Mansoor is doing right now. It got Isaiah upset. Aubrey Edwards calls for the bell, and this is a trios match. Fans, don't forget, still to come before this match gets underway. Two matches in the Continental Classic Blue League. Kyle Fletcher against the Beast Mortos.
Mystico struggles to get the pop
We're
in need.
also going to see Wheeler Yuta and
Yeah,
Hangman, Adam Page, and
because there was a whole Mystico and Jericho match in CMLL, which gave me the impression that he's really revered because it's like a top guy versus top guy situation. Well, I imagine it would have been if they had Jericho coming over, rather.
Mistico hit the ropes.
Yeah, I hear so much about Mystico, but then he's coming over here and he's in like a featured trios match.
That time,
in second nature, as we saw with Will Ospreay. Mystico.
Yes.
Flying. There's a picture of this man who at one time
I was like, agreed, Wyatt. Let's agree.
in all of Mexico.
I hear you. That's a fun one.
Mistico fans, here's a reminder that the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal, battling for the Dynamite Diamond Ring, will happen Wednesday on Dynamite. We're going to hear from the competitors.
Well, that takes some good aim to get an eye pluck.
Long gave him the chance to get over there, and Mansoor,
Very much so, George.
from what I understand, Mansoor,
George?
Madden have been practicing their Kegel exercises in preparation for this matchup.
Their what exercises?
Kegel exercises.
Kegel I learned something every week with you. Tag is made.
Well, that's
Quick
something else when
tag.
you look it up.
No, I'll depend on you. Running elbow shot by Zay. Here goes Quinn.
Bit of poetry emotion. Well, kind of.
Team work this time.
There it is. There's the poetry emotion.
Young man.
Shit!
Time.
That dunk face buster.
There, Cassidy, here's the cover.
1, 2. I think Quay and Zen winning the World Tag Team Championship was one of the more delightful things I've witnessed here in AEW.
Is that right?
I do. I think two young men who became the 15th ever AEW World Tag Team Champions, been working hard. They are originals. They're great kids. They work hard. They love to
Damn.
party. And right now,
The AEW title lineages are starting to get lengthy. Let's say 15th.
Made to Madden, tag made to Johnny TV.
standing shooting star press got a 2 count that time. And Johnny TV just stomping the head here.
Another little short super kick.
4 wins for Private Party, by the way, which ranks 4th all time in AEW tag teams.
Right, Jordan? Like, seriously. Even with WWE, people are like, people don't say it as much as they should. And personally, I'm not against how many belts they have. I'm not against how many belts AEW have. Like, have some championships. If you can, as long as you can fill out championship scenes around those titles,
And he's going to hit the
I think that's what's more important.
little hip check that time.
Samuel has 33 championships. Like, why do you? I'm just the zoom on the butt. But yeah, just like, why do you need that many championships? It's like, that screams to me that like each division has a world and a mid card title. You know, like, oh, here's the mid card tag team titles. Here's the world tag team titles. And then they had weight classes, so they have like the welterweight. They have the welterweight title, the historical middleweight championship, things like that. Why did I just get Naya Cam?
Mansoor and Johnny TV rolling up.
Because it's MXM. This is the way it is.
Oh, wide open for Madden.
Kick to the butt.
And it comes 2. And Zay said, "All right, enough of that." Pushing off, getting a save here.
Imagine that was Zay. He'd be doing the scream thing he does.
Part of Johnny TV and MXN collection. Certainly more on the same page, and you can understand why.
Sure.
From what I understand, this is the first time Pride.
The women's tag division in CMLL has 3. That's low-key epic, though. I can't even hate. Like, I love that. Because that gives so much longevity to people's careers and what they can pursue.
Sure, I've got it right.
Now a tag team doesn't just have one prize to go after. They have multiple.
Got a 2 count.
And yes, I am being insanely optimistic because that's gotta be really hard to book.
Journalist Tony, you'd say is full.
To have that many titles and make it all work, you'd gotta have like a roster of 250 people and like 6 weekly programs.
Amazing.
There you go. You see.
Three times.
Maybe 4.
How about that enziguri that time to escape? But Mansoor, plus the names that you listed, picks up along with Johnny TV.
Uh-oh.
To throw and a tag is going to be made, and here comes Zay. Isaiah Cassidy hits the ropes.
Cheap shot.
Got your big ass.
Taking down all 3 men. Looking. Isaiah Cassidy.
World tag, national tag, and
Oh, got caught
which
in
means
the
Western. Okay.
Numbers advantage. Always going to
Still.
turn around eventually.
Yeah, I was gonna try for
pick up.
Accidente.
Double shotgun drop kick.
Hey there. How goes, Greg? Welcome in, friendo.
One side, Mansoor on the other, and here comes Isaiah.
How goes your evening?
Top rope calling.
Look at you getting wrestling at a reasonable hour, dog. How's it feel? Every single time I gotta ask because it's like it feels like it doesn't happen enough for everybody over the across the pond.
Collision. Back kick.
Cassidy got to be careful. Doesn't want to get caught here because you got to think if someone gets a pinfall or a submission victory against one member of the Tag Team Championships that earn himself potential title opportunity.
They would have a shot at that, no question.
Oh.
That time.
Swanson got nothing. Goes for the
One,
crucifix cover.
yeah.
Whoa.
Ooh.
A little late to the game there. A little late on the save.
And now Mistico comes back into the match.
Good thing Zay still kicked out.
Pick up. Monsoon.
Yo! Manhattan drop spinebuster combo was nice.
Man, her body's everywhere. How about that Pele kick?
Don't even worry about it, Craig.
Good God, how high in the air did he
Had a solid opener between Ospreay and Juice. Now we're getting into some fun trios. Actually, we got Mistico and Private Party up against MXM and Johnny TV.
needed shots?
Walked into the headbutt though.
Yep. Pick
Oh?
up.
Yo!
Cover by Johnny TV. 2. Oh, how about that?
And still in it. Come on now. Did y'all even watch? What was it called?
It was a great
Fright Night?
I certainly love this trio team of
Bro took all the offense. You're gonna need more than that to keep Zay down.
together.
Jonathan Telenathan. No. Not Televanathan. It is Johnny Telecast. We have recently learned. Or I guess Jonathan Telecast.
There you go. Oh,
Uh-oh.
As dubbed by what?
From the outside. Back inside and now Mansoor to the outside as well.
Johnny TV off the chop. Comes across with a enziguri from the middle rope. Whether Johnny's going to...
Referee's looking for Starship Pain, but it doesn't
Those
matter.
heroes
Mystico chopping
is
them out.
wild.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Said no. I'm doing the dive. JT Cast.
Taya Valkyrie, Johnny TV's main squeeze, only squeeze, is gonna
Oh, here we
be
go.
amazing tonight.
This ain't no make believe. Show peaked. The show peaked. Mark Quinn hopping up on the ropes. This ain't no make believe. Yeah. This ain't no make believe. You felt it. You're right. That's a shout out to his old feet. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, hard cut. Okay, be that way. That was still fucking good shit. You see, this is why Private Party is great. Because they're from my generation, so they make all the references that I will get. Specifically for me as a wrestling fan. EW needs Veda Sky at the table. Agreed, bring them in. Bring them in like yesterday. Like last year. Okay, I think we've been long overdue for a lady in the booth regularly on at least one show. Okay, and I think we bring in Veda and that fills that role. The younger voice. Don't get me wrong, Excalibur gets a lot of references, but he's dynamite. Okay, and I think we need to keep him over there. We don't need that. I think that's why we even took him off Rampage, because Excalibur should not be run into the ground. You know, in the same way you didn't need to have Michael Cole on three shows. He could be the voice of AEW on their flagship show, and we could bring that in. Hell, let's even relieve Tony a bit. He's on all 3 shows. Let's chill. Ian and Veda would be a great combo. That's a shout. Ian and Veda. Knowing them, they didn't feel the need to give a third voice. I think Nigel would be perfect for that. Which keeps Nigel right where he's at. Unless he wants to get back to doing stuff in ring. which case, like, more power to him, right? But if that isn't the case, and I don't think it is, because, like, I feel we'd get there by now if that was going to happen. Ian in RJ City? Oh my goodness. Oh no. That will get wild fast. I feel like Ian will try to be professional. We'll try to be professional, but we'll start going with the flow RJ brings, the chaos that RJ brings. And Excalibur is just going to be desperately trying to hold the responsibility down while still sneaking in a bit here and there. RJ invade. Oh, that goes nuts. His I love it. Oh, I dig the pink and black.
You lost against Mariah May, which means you can no longer challenge her for the AEW Women's World Championship, but you bounced back fast, had a big win against Deonna Purrazzo at Full Gear.
Lexi, my career has been full of ups and downs, but that has never stopped me from stepping up to the plates and swinging for the fences.
Welcome back, Brad.
I put it all on the line with Mariah May, and I lost it all. So you know what that means? It means I have nothing left to lose. You know, and Deonna found out that an Anna Jay with nothing to lose is one fat ass that can't be kicked. So no, I can't challenge for the AEW Women's World Championship right now. But there are other titles. And I don't mind taking the big swing. You know, I always say, just try me.
Check
Or maybe
it.
it's time I try someone else.
Check it. Like, y'all are in Chicago. I can't imagine it's exactly toasty warm there.
How about that? But right now, it's time for our
Oh shit.
in the Blue League. Let's go to our
The following is a Blue League match in the Continental Classic, set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Sydney, Australia, weighing 239 pounds, the Protostar, Kyle Fletcher!
It is time for a match in the Blue League of the Continental Classic.
We'll see, Billy.
Fletcher coming off the biggest victory of his 10-year career at Full Gear. And with us is his advisor, the leader of the Don Callis family, Don Callis.
You know, Tony, how a lot of wrestlers have had their career match under my tutelage. Kyle Fletcher, I'm so proud of him. He's the future of this sport.
Well, right now, it's hard to argue, but boy, does he have his hands full.
Oh, this could be such a fun match. I low-key forgot who he was going to face, and I just was sitting here being like, I'm going to learn in a second. I don't need to race to try and look at the card.
All right, here's Mortos making his way here to the ring for this Blue League matchup. Little growl at the Continental Championship.
Oh, when Mortos does the side-eye look over, it looks so intense.
The beats Mortos.
Kyle is baby girl. Kyle is baby girl.
Can be with you at ringside. We certainly see Roosh and Mistico here as well.
I forgot.
And don't forget, coming up next, the very special Lucha Libre.
This Mortos is next. How does he reply?
here on TNT.
Oh, does he just do like voice to text and roar into it?
Speaking of blues, Blue League match gets Kyle Fletcher and bites him in the rear end here. I know he's a lot of confidence, but that was a big win emotionally for him. Let's see if he can keep his hot streak going here.
Have you talked to Fletcher, Don, about the strategy for the Continental Classic being a round-robin tournament?
But yeah, Roosh, previously Don Callis family, bringing Beast Mortos into LFI just as his contract was traded away.
Best wrestler in the world. Just keep doing it. He just needs to be Kyle Fletcher, and he's going to win every single match. You know what I told him after he beat Ospreay? I said, how does it feel to be a 1%er? Because I've been one all my life, and it feels great.
Don, you're a 1%.
I'm a 0.5 of a
Yeah, as I say, this isn't a smart move.
Like Tony, you're a 1%er as well, just on the other side.
Beast Mortos is a wall.
At the bottom.
Oh,
played, Nigel.
all right.
Look at this. I mean, it's rare that you see the Beast Mortos dominated like this. Oh my God.
Dominated is not the term I'd use, and that's why.
A wild card in my mind in this tournament. He's a man who's going to take some risks, and they could pay off.
Well executed monkey flip. You don't see those executed.
You know what, Farron? I was like, that's a little babyface-esque in my mind, and then I realized, well, he's in here with an out-and-out heel. He's probably got to babyface it up a bit.
1, 2, got a 2 count.
You may recall, Nigel,
He's a very chaotic neutral force.
the Beast Mortos at one point. So I am very impressed with
And I think you need characters like him in a tournament like this because you're inevitably going to have those face-to-face matches, heel-v-heel matches. You want somebody who's a little more malleable so you can have them shift that dynamic, keep it more interesting from a crowd's investment perspective.
Is on top of the blue league.
And the Gold League side of things, we saw Will
He's got
Ospreay
Mortos down like this, though. I find that a little interesting.
earlier today against
We're going to see Mortos in peril. Mortos versus Shelton.
did not look as good as
That one is going to be
Carl Fletcher.
neat because we know Shelton's a great base for Lucha.
Nigel. That's what we did.
And not to say that Kyle isn't, but I feel like we're going to be seeing a different match out of Mortos now than we will then. Shelton Benjamin being in this sort of this, yo, nice with the terrace. He's going to be such a fun, versatile player in this tournament.
Oh, great move. Great counter move.
Kyle's bulking out a ton. Right? The trunks definitely make him look bulkier. I will say that.
And Beast Mortos goes to the floor, and this match in the Continental Classic continues in picture-in-picture.
Yeah, we screw a picture-in-picture. We keep him with the action.
Beast Mortos on the outside.
Oh, I just noticed a little armband he's got.
Fluttering from the
Something.
top rope, and now Fletcher poised to
Mortos
strike.
feeling that
Time to
knee.
look around the Continental Classic. Obviously, you got to
Schools
think
getting
Fletcher,
stronger.
the
He's
favourite.
booping them.
Is there
Took me a
anybody
second,
else
but I
who
got-
troubles him, perhaps?
I don't think anyone troubles this young man. He
Yeah,
is
no.
an absolute roller coaster. But I'll tell you this, Mark Briscoe is a guy that I'm very impressed with.
Agreed, Jordan.
I'm gonna say
I often forget the Black Toros name, but to be fair, I was introduced to the character shortly before the name change, so I've now spent much more time with him with this name than his previous one.
And Kyle and I have had many conversations about how to dismantle Okada.
By the way, Okada coming up later on in a Blue League match against Daniel Garcia. That is coming up tonight. And don't forget, Okada is still the Continental
Yeah, I can't.
retain the
I don't think it can be understated how much of a year Beast Mortos has had in AEW. Because it was Final Battle 2023 when he had that match against Vikingo that really opened up the AEW fan base's eyes to Black Toros at the time. And then the rematch on Rampage 8 days later. Oh! That was loud. Dig it. And then coming into 2024, he started working with the Beast Mortos name. And he's had a lot of matches throughout the year on AEW and Ring of Honor programming. And in some ways, that he's even been brought into stories somehow. It's like they wanted to have him on the program in one way or another. Because sometimes he'd barely make sense being in a position. Because now a 10-year... Yo, that's so epic. Younger me loves the thought of that. I'm 25, but now I'm... Oh, yeah. No, I hear you. When I think about things like MJF is younger than me, it really kind of cuts me deep. You know? Especially when I hear things like that, like Kyle Fletcher, Jordan Grace, what's his name? He's in the group with Nick Wayne. He's like, all these people who started wrestling as teenagers. Like, oh man, teenage me would have loved to start wrestling as a teenager. Right? Riho is like, screw y'all, I started wrestling in grade school. Catch up, plebs.
We're back on Collision, the Continental Classic.
Yo, into the Michinoku driver just as we come back.
1, 2. And Kyle Fletcher almost won it, and he thought he did. How about that?
Yeah, great free fall
Leon Cage is making a move. Yes. See, hearing things like that, like that's so awesome to hear.
Beast Kyle Fletcher with a wry smile on his face. He feels he's moments away from winning this. Let's see if he's right.
I still hope we can all try and pull a DP and start at 35. No, for real. I hear you. That's this is a thought that still crosses my mind every now and then. I'm like, I'm not even 30 yet. I could start pro wrestling. I'm literally the same age that Batista was when he started pro wrestling. He jumped into the business at 29. Although granted, he also had a shortcut straight into the big leagues. Oh my God! The Destroyer DDT. Oh, nice.
Not sure if that was his choice or just momentum. Either way, serendipity on the side of Fletcher.
He needs to get up the ramp a little bit here.
Oh, let's go, let's go. Beautiful. The way he can leave the entire ring, at least the plane of the ropes, and the camera cut to the next camera angle before he does the entire spin is a testament to his skill. Such an underrated dive. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, he completes half the dive before he does a full 360 rotation.
Never drop a match to the LFI. And I just have my own reasons for that. So as great as Mortos is, I will point out he is still in with bigger, stronger, faster.
And that's probably because trying to rotate while going through the ropes has such a wide margin for error. But I also feel like it's a safer way to do the move in some regard. Big Ben, Raw Gaming, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying your weekend thus far. So Saturday's been kind of... What a lagger bomb. Some leverage on the leg. You should have covered those arms with his feet. There's got to be a more succinct term for that. Is it code red cover? It really is, Cam. It's Rampage and AEW Collision. It is today. We're watching Collision right now. We got Rampage immediately after, although we're going to be personally watching it on the Discord after Survivor Series. Which we will also be doing a watch-along for. We'll be ending this stream and immediately starting up that one. Hey there, Mickey. Welcome in.
Middle rope, brainbuster on the top rope. Top turnbuckle that Fletcher used in Ospreay at full gear.
Damn, what did I miss? Oh, welcome in, X-Kong. We opened up with Juice versus Ospreay. Ospreay ended up getting the win, and it was a nice old 50. Yo, the diving crucifix driver is so sick. We currently got ourselves Blue League. Fletcher versus Mortos. Mortos finally turning it around, and he's kind of been in peril some of the match. I had a feeling. They scared me, though. He was really late on that kick out. We also had a trios match in between. It was Mistico and Private Party up against MXM Collection, teaming with Johnny TV. And Mariah had a killer promo in regards to Mina. And I think one should go out of their way to see if they missed it. Yes, but friend, not friend. We still got plenty going on tonight. We got ourselves one more C2 match after this. It is Okada versus Garcia, champion versus champion. We got Hangman versus Wheeler Yuta. We got Mina versus Leila. Gray. Got him with the brain buster. I kind of expected him to kick out. Damn. It is a gnarly braid buster, though. Honestly, Billy gets the win.
I can see clear as day the reason why Don Callis so happy. Kyle Fletcher, the protostar, scoring 3 huge victories.
Kyle versus Shelton would be an interesting match. I'm wondering when that's going to happen.
And now Kyle Fletcher and Shelton Benjamin will go one-on-one in the Blue League this coming Wednesday live on AEW Dynamite. Speaking of Dynamite, this past Wednesday, when Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly were in the ring, take a look at what went down.
Look at you, man. I ain't your belt yet, dude.
Max, and it didn't work out. That's why
Really great with them both.
Let's try something a little different, huh? Let me fight Max.
Next week is the Dynamite
But not
foreseeable future, all I'm thinking is, bye-bye. Well, then let me be the first to officially enter that damn battle royal. And let me be the second.
The Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal is happening on Wednesday, and one of the contestants is rated.
Yeah, I think there's something up with TNT programming. That's why I couldn't. Let's go.
Kyle, I don't know why you won't listen to us. You know what this is about. How long have I known you, dude? 14, 15 years? I've known Adam just as long. I've known Taven and Roddy just as long. You know that this is bigger than wrestling. This is about loyalty and friendship. It's about standing up for one of our own, and you know it.
A year ago, when we asked you to be a part of this, I didn't understand why you said no. I didn't get it. It was what we finally wanted, the five
It was like 6 months ago, dude.
Once. And I even called you after Adam told us because I couldn't understand, but you told me you weren't ready to come back physically and mentally, and I respected that. Then you came back, you wrestled Roddy. We wanted nothing to do with it. We stayed in the back. We respected your wishes again. Now we need you to honor our wishes. We need this. We need to exercise some demons. Hell, we need to exercise some devils that are within us. So I'm not asking anything of you. I'm just asking you let us finish this chapter of our careers. Just to respect that.
Just so you guys understand, I respect it plenty.
What does that mean?
Damn. Rough. He just said, no, I understand all that. I'm still doing this despite that. On TV 3 times a week, you're already like, what did Kyle say at the end? He said, just so you know, I do respect that. Is what he said, Jordan, because he gets it. He knows all of that. He understands that perspective despite what he's doing, and is doing what he's doing anyways. Whereas they feel like having that understanding would change that. Outrunners versus Bears, yes, indeed. Oh shit, I should be right back. Alright, I am back. Sweet, I have not missed any memeage. Outrunners versus Bears is going to be a lot of fun. 80s versus 90s. Love to see it. This is the way things should be.
We're back on Collision. Last Saturday night, Ricochet, Takeshita for the International Championship at Full Gear. Brutal match that went on the outside and showed the power early of Takeshita. But Ricochet, the high flyer, would mount a spectacular comeback. Later in the match, though, it was the power of Takeshita that prevailed.
This was an excellent match. I saw a lot of people saying that they felt like it should have been more, though.
Listen, I'm here to do something that I like doing better than anything else, and that's talking about Takeshita, talking about the Alpha. I had a front row seat when you destroyed Ricochet at Full Gear, and it made me very happy. You know what else makes me happy? When I think about the next year for the Alpha. Oh yeah, we're rolling into the Tokyo Dome. It's never going to be the same. You're going to blow the roof off of it. And then we're coming back here. And AEW in 2025 is going to be the year of the Don Callis family.
Actually, if they have here's
and
drinks
the
and
year
sauce.
of the international champion, Konosuke Takeshita. Tell him, champ.
お前よきよこのリングをな支配しているのはこの俺だ。そしてドンケルスファミリーの時代はもう来ている。I dominate this ring, this title. Come and take it.
Come and take it if you can.
Challenge to everyone for the Don Callis family. Well, it's time to
Oh man, if the Outrunners drink some sauce, it's over with. Yeah. The filter for their entrance.
20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Miami Beach, Florida, at a combined weight of 400.
This shit's so fun. Konosuke's working 3 days straight in January. He's working DDT, Wrestle Kingdom, and possibly good. Yo. Right, Darth? I'm like, you must have just not this taste. Yeah, thanks, Konosuke. It's a great time to leave, right? I mean, there's only this fantastic tournament you could have won. But no.
That is tremendous, guys. The Outrunners.
A throwback to the glory days of 1980s pro wrestling, when you could beat a man with a side headlock.
When you could beat a man with a sided headlock. Or in 2021, in your MJF. It's just this.
What the? Hey, that's a lot of fun. The fans have taken to this team in a short period of time, but brother, they got some big
To be more. No, I hear you, Darth. I feel like they could do a little bit more with the filter. But it's still good.
Now there seems to be some confusion about our new t-shirt. We are not the meat riders. All of you are meat riders. Everyone in the back is a meat rider. And these two spinning idiots in the middle of the ring are the biggest meat riders of them all. And we're gonna beat them down, put them in their place, and take their spots.
We're doing this. We're doing this.
Because we are the Iron Savages, sipping sauce, living horse, and taking all you low-T meat riders to
Not low T. Not low T. Oh my gosh.
bigger mouth in AEW than Jack Jameson.
It's certainly loquacious. That's what sipping sauce and living horse will do to you, though, Tony.
Okay, maybe so. Here we go. Bell sounds.
Oh.
Look at the size difference here.
And have needed to have a cinematic match in the future.
Giving up a good 100 pounds, I would say.
Yeah, Boulder was given the nickname of Beefcake when he
I think Max Ness would fit perfectly in the Irish Savages. Me. Welcome in, Larry. How it goes? Hope your afternoon's been good to you.
Well, not a great start for Magnum, and you know what they say? Truth hurts. He certainly is hurting now.
into the midsection. Oh, look at
Wow, it was hilarious.
the Outrunners.
It was actually kind of clever.
Their size. Oh my God! Drop one, two, 10. That man, Boulder, is 339 pounds.
Oh no! You say that as he's about to go for this moonsault that he never hits. Maybe because he takes so fucking long to go. Oh no! Oh no! Is he okay? We know exactly. He's done it multiple times before. It was just the footing slipped, and I think he decided to spring for it, and the foot slipped again before he actually went. I'd have to watch it back a second time. Yo, nice into the tag. Let's go. But yeah, as long as Beefcake's fine, so he didn't bonk his head.
He is on turbo now.
Yes, he is.
Right hand.
Luckily, that can play into this match more than anything.
I bet he can't body slam them.
Well, there you go.
Well, he's body slamming Dirty Bulk.
He's not Dirty Bulk anymore. He's just simply Bulk.
But he can't slam the big boulder. No way. You can't slam him.
He's gonna do it. Good God, he didn't.
Nah, what did I tell you?
Heck of an effort, though. I'll tell you that. Could be a choke slam.
Oh, they about to both do it?
A double goozle.
The double goozle.
The goozle. I have literally never heard that term. Is that what that's called?
The Outrunners. Oh, they got him up.
Oh!
Got him up. Unbelievable. What power.
You son of a bitch. I so badly want
Bronson goes up.
one of them to yell, I'm in.
One,
Take it home.
2, 3.
Here are your winners, Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd, the Outrunners!
The Outrunners secure a win.
Into the filter we go.
Many stars that one was.
Yeah, no, I feel like the filter could stand to be a little less saturated.
We take you back to the 80s here once again with the Outrunners getting the win.
If Zoomies was the first.
2 stars are in the ring.
Nailed.
Turbo Floyd
Someone please quote that.
will be celebrating tonight. Oh, wait a second.
Dax,
Oh, we're coming out.
Dax and Cash.
We gotta get ourselves a good one with Cheesemo session in.
And the former AEW Tag Team Champions.
Yup.
FTR.
One of the greatest
Top guys in.
and of course in the ring, one of the young sensations. I guess we can call them
I'm a
young
little too much.
from the 80s. The Outrunners. Looks like we're
Let's
gonna
go.
get a big handshake. Here we go.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, let's go back to Lexington.
Maxcaster, as of late, we've seen some pretty erratic and strange behavior that's been
Yeah,
coming.
you know, Swerve has been acting crazy. He assaulted me, the best wrestler alive. He ripped my
Bro
jacket.
can't.
Take a look at that. I mean, Swerve, I could sue that guy, but that's not real rap. I'm not gonna do that. But Swerve,
He did not.
my eyes.
With the Drake
You deserve
reference.
the opportunities you've gotten here in AEW. People like you don't deserve that. But here I am, giving this gold-toothed bitch the chance of a lifetime to go eye to eye with the best wrestler alive. Swerve, I want you this Wednesday on Dynamite.
With all that being said, where is the rest of your teammates of the Acclaimed, Billy Gunn, Anthony Bowens?
I haven't talked to them since the pay-per-view. Anthony was pissed after he lost that match, and I told him and Billy, take the week off. It's Thanksgiving, but I know that as the leader of the Acclaimed, those guys, Anthony and Billy, I know you guys have my back this Wednesday against Swerve. And Swerve, boy, if you're a real champion, if you're a real rapper like you say you are, you'll accept my challenge and take this ass whipping like a man. And that, Lexi, is a mic drop.
Boy. Bro's talking so much shit.
The former world champion, Swerve Strickland. One thing we do know, Swerve and Max Caster one-on-one coming up Wednesday night live on Dynamite.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Aaron Street, Virginia, weighing 200.
What I hate is that this might actually result in Caster becoming a member of the Hurt Syndicate just for the sake of the Hurt Syndicate actually getting heat. It makes Drax Rabbit look good. He's trying the leftover Thanksgiving turkey. Jordan, yeah, as soon as that Swerve beat down on Caster ended, Hangman Adam Page, we hear from Hangman Adam Page next. They're not letting us forget about the association between the two. Because we're getting back to that. We see this Jay White's, the Bang Bang Gang's holding him up. The Hurt Syndicate's holding up Swerve. Eventually, someone's going to put them back together in one way or another.
That is a scary sound, guys.
Look at that swagger to his step. Look at the lack of championship on his waist. Oh, no. He's moxing out. Agreed, Craig. It hits so hard. It's so perfect for them. I've been a real fan of this Death Riders thing since it started up. What I like about it is that there's certain elements of mystery that have remained around it. Oh, look at the mockery. Oh.
Mocking Page. Again, as we saw, Page's knee being clipped out from underneath him. No way he's 100%, but Yuta, who is 100% loyal to John Moxley. Moxley said that Wheeler belongs to him because only a cause buys loyalty.
Yeah.
Do you believe that, Tony?
Wheeler belongs to him. Well, listen. Look at this.
Shot for the leg. He gets pounding. He gets a pounding. All right. Dude was just clubbering him.
Wherever Wheeler Yuta is, you can better believe they're around somewhere. But the fact is, if he wants to mix it up, the man we're looking at right now in our monitors will mix it up, and you know that as well.
Adam Page, I said when he faced Jay White at Full Gear and what was turned a grudge match. Every time Adam Page steps in the ring, it's a grudge match.
Yep, it's a good call. Pick up.
Yo, that catch into the scoop slam, that was just strength.
What we saw on Wednesday night.
Yeah, Jordan, I've been convinced. After the all-out match, I'm like, okay, this Hangman character needs to stay this way for a while. It needs to, I think, ebbs and flows with the growth, but back to the World Championship. I feel like a, but at what cost kind of moment is so needed. And yeah, Yuta, I think I think the tale with Yuta needs to be is like he is gaslighting himself into this cause, into sticking with the Death Riders through and through because of everything he's been going through. Say an anti-hero, but learn the taste. Oh, okay, that's a different take. I kind of like that better, actually. The more I think about how it can play out. Like, that can come after he's already come to terms with what he's become. The way he's... he shouldn't be getting in the rest face like that. Well, not really. Rest face, kind of.
Of course, we talked about and saw about what happened on Dynamite, but it hasn't worked so far.
It's not a terrible strategy. I mean, I'm perfectly honest. If I was in there, if I was Wheeler Yuta, that's exactly what I would do as well.
Don't forget, fans still to come. We've got, whoa, brother. In women's action, Mina Shirakawa will take on Leila Gray up top flight. And our second match in the Blue League tonight in the Continental Classic. Kazuchika Okada, the Continental Champion, against TNT Champion Daniel Garcia. That's still to come.
That's some strength right there.
Fantastic. I guess we started this afternoon. 1, 2. I guess it's still afternoon all around somewhere, right?
Certainly is. You finally got your wish.
I did?
Yeah, so you can go to bed early.
Following this telecast, we have Rampage, a Lucha Libre Rampage. Oh! And that is coming up next.
Well, you see Adam Page just whispering something distasteful in Wheeler Yuta's ear.
Up on top.
Oh, ducking the triangle clothesline. Oh, there it is.
Well, you had to think with the damage done on Wednesday night that at some point Wheeler Yuta was going to be able to capitalize and get that advantage.
This is classic, if I can use the term, John Moxley Death Rider strategy, or even before that, BCC strategy. One part of the body, weakness, take advantage of it, exploit it, injure more.
Pro Wrestling 101, however you want to call it.
Maybe here we go.
Again, receiving the jeers.
Look at this. Using his good leg that time, kicking the chest of Yuta.
Oh, it's going to try and transition this leg hold.
To Yuta and see if he can capitalize on it. Just a simple toe and ankle, but controlling the right, or excuse me, the left leg as well.
Yeah, Jordan, that's going to be a huge Dynamite. I've heard that the tickets for that Dynamite are selling better than the Collision show and Final Battle. And, like, that's cool. Like, personally, I just want all three of them to do better. Do well, I should say. Not do better. But, yeah, people are really looking forward to that Dynamite show because I think it's going to be a special one for Dynamite. I really do. I think they know, just based on the venue and timing alone, they have a chance to make a really special show.
The former AEW World Champion, who really now is certainly in a bad place. You do have to wonder, though, do you, Tony, do you question Wheeler Yuta's motivation? Do you question his loyalty at all?
To John Moxley?
Yes.
I don't question the loyalty because I think he's scared.
Damn, he hit us with the Danielson bit. Why you gotta be this way? I just realized he's wearing the red and the gold. This prick. No fucking way, Yuta. Right? Like, no. Oh, that's not good. Because what happens if Juice is out of tournament? Does that just give everybody an automatic buy against him? What happens? It's a twink in a Nemo face.
Arguably doing it the wrong way, but much like a teenager, he thinks he's found an older friend who can show him the way.
Dragon screw. Well, that's a great point. Moxley is his leader, as he is of the Death Riders. Oh my God.
Oh.
How about that?
Choose a worse mentor.
I'm really hoping it's just like a 40 work Rigo. Also, welcome in, by the way.
In pro wrestling.
I'll have to look more into that after the streams. Yeah, we're jumping right over to Survivor Series after Collision. Looking nervous about that because of all the moving parts that's going to have to happen at once. I'm really hoping they have themselves like a 7-minute video package to start the show off.
You should be proud to him.
Ashamed of it?
I don't think he's ashamed of it. I think he feels it represents something completely different than what he believes in.
Nice.
Here we go, come on.
1, 2, got a 2 count.
He's saying that AEW and arguably everyone that's worn that title before him.
Yeah, that's understandable, because when you look at you look at the match earlier, when you think about it, he really did kind of crumple there, and that can be signs of something giving out.
Wheeler Yuta now climbing the top turnbuckle and getting hammered by Hangman.
I don't know, because he fully completed it though.
That top rope in pain here, moving slowly. You're looking at the Wintrust Arena in Chicago, a tremendous crowd.
Also, shouts out to SRS for waiting till the show actually started airing to report that, because the show was taped on Wednesday. So he would have had to gotten that. He would have had to receive that news at some point before then. Oh, ooh. Yeah, you can tell he wanted this trio of woe. Still making it happen, though.
The leg that was damaged, Dynamite this past week by Wheeler Yuta. They don't like it here. But oh, wait a second. Oh,
my God. Hangman tied in the trio. Whoa, look at his face.
Well, that wrestler's neck strength coming in handy as the Cowboy slowly, gingerly back to his knees.
This is what being a former world champion is all about, I think, perseverance, determination, shutting out the pain, moving forward. Hangman with a forearm shot, back and forth they go. Hangman a 197-day reign as a fourth AEW World Champion. 6 title defenses for him, and now
Yeah, can't. Just checked 5 full select. That's legit. Damn. Oh! Love that Adam Page saw it coming.
That is trouble for Wheeler Yuta. To the safety rail.
Did I just hear someone say, kill him, Hanger?
Watch out!
On one leg, the Hangman went from one corner, pointing to the other side of
I think it's going to be a very interesting story if Hangman gets to a point where, despite being this heinous person, he's getting cheered by the fans, and he has to acknowledge that. Because that's exactly what happened to Whoa, that barricade did not hold up.
Fans have got to be careful at ringside. You can see the guardrails there buckled with the
But yeah, he gets to a point where it's like, oh, now you love me? Kind of thing.
clearly on the back foot.
I don't know what the guns are doing. Since
Now let's see if Hangman Adam Page can continue to shut the pain out of that left knee and get. Oh no, maybe not. Wheeler Yuta with a great kick.
Oh, wait a second.
Yo, the DVD.
Cover 1, 2.
Oh,
You saw his hands, which he was going for it.
This one, but for how much longer? But one has to think that Yuta
I'm not sure. I keep forgetting. One of them may or may not be injured, but they're definitely away from the program at the other at this time. And I know Colton, the last time we saw him, got beat down. So I think they're using that as an excuse for him to not be around.
Through the stands, obviously Pac and Claudio Castagnoli. And yes, the Hangman has noticed what's going on. Now he's looking around everywhere, and I don't blame him.
intimidation. Oh, he's got caught.
Roll up 1, 2. No, didn't get it. You almost got the win. Pick up.
My Streamlabs?
Wheeler fights out of a potential power
Whoa.
bomb blocked.
What do you mean my Streamlabs? You shouldn't be getting my Streamlabs to work.
Wheeler rolls back in.
What do you mean?
Drop step.
Or...
A
Oh, do you mean my Streamlabs tip thing? Oh.
Wheeler Yuta, who now is prone.
Well, as Hangman looks up to Claudio and Pat.
Donate. Oh, that's so... That's wild. Huh. I wonder if it's off for some reason.
Hangman is poised for the buckshot lariat here.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, he landed on the knee. And Wheeler
Yo,
has him hooked for the sit. Not 1, 2, no.
I thought he was about to get it.
Pick up. Did I? 1, 2, 3. Hangman Adam Page.
The winner, Hangman Adam Page.
Dunzo.
4 sets of eyes looking on, intimidating the Hangman. He comes away with a dead eye to win it. Basically on
You
one
used to
leg.
wear it early.
Talking of dead eyes,
Might be.
no anger in the face of Moxley as I predicted more.
Yeah, it's...
A pensive look, a discussion with Castagnoli.
You never know what's going to the mind.
Sorry about that, Victor. It seems like it's not
We know what's going
available to
the
work.
Hangman, though, don't we? Why don't they come down and help him?
Well, perhaps they
Yeah,
don't
it
think that
disconnected
Wheeler Yuta has earned it.
my PayPal, it seems.
Okay.
And they're just letting it be, too. Just let him beat him down.
Fight to Hangman Adam Page. Okay.
Oh, he's got a chair now.
Oh, I'm glad it's not.
Still the Death Riders. You can see it in the big monitor in the background.
No worries, friend. Yeah, that is a part on my...
Moxley evidently seems to
Oh, okay.
Wheeler Yuta needs to be taught a lesson.
I don't know what it is, but this is wild. It's what they did to Chuck Taylor. It's what the Death Riders did to Chuck Taylor.
Yo.
a second.
Hold on, look at this. Jay White
Page's old nemesis, Jay White.
has come out wielding a chair of his own, chasing the Hangman away.
Oh! And he's gonna hit you with it instead. And they're all just like watching. Dude's just a sacrificial lamb to them.
He looked right at the Death Riders,
Damn.
who are just standing and John Moxley is smiling.
More of a
Here's
story
5 instead of 2.
on the
Just
face
saying,
of John
thank you.
Moxley and his team.
Victor, thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. That's. I wish I had a way to bring it up the screen. Yo, appreciate you. The super chats and stuff really help making sure that we were able to do the pay-per-views. We're looking to try and invest in some New Japan shows, which requires investing in the rest of the universe. So thank you so much for helping towards that cause, but you're welcome, friend. Appreciate you. Victor is a G, truly.
Did you hear that? Jay White said, tell your king that the real king is coming for him.
Big hearts.
Hey guys, this is Thunder Rosa.
Appreciate you. Oh, I thought it was a.
Tonight in Rampage, you're gonna see the best wrestlers of CMLL. Hechicero, Máscara Dorada, Mistico, bueno, and many more. And also, this girl that kind of thinks she's a computer. Well, never mind that. You know what's sad? Made me really sad. I watched Dynamite, and I just keep seeing people stabbing each other in the back when you really think that they're your friends. Like Mina, Shirakawa, and Mariah May.
Oh, wait a second.
And what do they
You
do that?
hear Victor?
Of course, because
I
they
believe
wanna
Victor
be
stopped in a few times, and they haven't chatted much. It's possible that Victor's been hanging out in VODs and
You know
stuff.
what? You made me a little hungry too. So after I'm done with Harley Graham, I'm gonna keep a close eye on this too. Mariah May and Mina Shirakawa. Because remember, I was a champion too. And I beat Mariah May too. Winter is coming. But la mera mera never left.
I think she needs a coffee. Okay, there we go. Wow. Many of these feuds 3 months ago. Agreed. I'm glad she's getting them now, but still. Oh my gosh, this is wild. I'll have to do it some other time. I was trying to really quickly link my PayPal back to Streamlabs, but it's looking like PayPal went through some updates of sorts, and I had to reformat my profile. So, yes, for those of you who want to use the tipping option, very much appreciated. But we're gonna have to look into getting that more restabilized. I wonder if that's happened for others now. They've wanted to donate and it's not been there. Either way, still, it's just a lovely thought, nonetheless. Harley Graham might be the fastest learners in wrestling. Her skill, yes, very good. She's been growing so much. She has gotten so good in the last year. I was talking earlier about Beast Mortos in his run in AEW, but more so, Harley Cameron's run in AEW this year has been a very different one, but another one of like growth and resonating with the audience. Oh well. I think you need to really crack down and do the whole stream deck process. Not stream deck, what was it called? Actually, I think.
I'm waiting outside the men's locker room, trying to get a word in with Hangman and Page. Hangman, tonight we saw you defeat Wheeler Yuta, but it seems as though your problems with the Death Riders and with Jay
Look,
White.
look, I don't know who told you you were getting an interview with me, but you're not. Understand?
Okay.
Oh, hey, I want to talk to you, man. You know, I'm supposed to find you for you attacking me at Full Gear, but you know what? I don't want to talk to you as an EVP. I want to talk to you right now as someone that's known you for 15 years, someone that cares about you. You know, this thirst for vengeance you've got, it's not fueling you, it's poisoning you. It's taking you away from your goals. You know that? This stuff that happened in the past, if you could just let it go, you could be not just the leader that AEW needs, but the man that you need to be.
You don't tell me who I can be, and you don't tell me who I am. I know damn well who I am. And if what happened to me happened to you, you know you'd be the same way too. You know it. Any man would be. The last thing that I need in this life right now is advice from an old man like you.
There's obviously no reasoning at all with Hangman
Ooh.
and Page. All right, let's go to the ring. It's time for Mina.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, Mina Shirakawa.
It is great to see Mina Shirakawa out here. Nigel McGuinness, especially since she's been backstage.
Hey man, Arsenal Page starting.
by that
Yep.
world champion,
He needs a sandwich.
Oh, you know what they say, Tony? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and certainly Shirakawa has been scorned. She has been basted and roasted by the AEW Women's Champion, Mariah May.
This was seemingly
I mean, it's fine. Never done anything wrong.
stayed with
Agreed, X-Cog. I just want us to boogie in. When Willow's music hits, I'm just, I'm such in the vibe. I'm so in the vibes.
campaign celebration. What she did
I need to see Willow come out again.
during that sit-down interview.
Well, at the end of that disastrous champagne celebration, it was Shirakawa who drove Mariah May, the glamour, through a table, knocking her out, and you don't cross the glamour.
And her opponent, from Queens, New York, Leila Gray.
The beautiful Leila Gray, member of Top Flight. The Queens, New York native is on her way out here.
So Jazz, the last thing I need is from
Great to
that.
have you with us.
Oh, that's a great shout. I didn't even think about that.
Mina Shirakawa at Winter is Coming. Of course, that event is coming your way on Wednesday, December 11th. It's part of AEW Dynamite at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. Tickets at AEWTIX.com. But Mina cannot look past the vastly improving Leila Gray.
Very difficult to look past Miss Gray. Has improved so
I don't know if the
much
theme
since
works for her.
starting out here.
No crowd thought they were getting Andretti here to face.
Singles match against Shirakawa and be a big
They were like, wait, what? Oh, right, right.
of Top Flight. Or is she the pilot? I don't know.
I just think she's a member. I don't know what to say about the side headlock here by Leila Gray. Good to have you with us on Collision, and don't forget, coming up immediately following our telecast, a Lucha Libre Rampage coming up. That's right, immediately.
Yes, we'll
following
be
this
doing a
telecast.
delayed spoiler-free watch party for that on the Discord immediately following Survivor Series. If anybody's still looking for wrestles afterwards, so we don't have to watch both at once. Of course, anybody who feels like it, free to. Just no spoilers in the Survivor Series chat.
I think quite possibly.
That was so clean by Mina. She is so deceptively good because a lot of her character revolves around how much fun she is.
Chops him off at the legs. Friend or foe, Tony, and that's what you got to do if you're at the top.
So you are equating chop them off of the legs with cheap shots, right? Champagne bottles on the head and things like. Just wanted to clarify that. It's fine. I get it.
I don't think there's anything cheap about it. You know how much champagne costs, Tony?
Yeah,
That's an
I do.
expensive shot.
I shouldn't have set you up
You
for that
drink
line.
apple cider.
Oh, please. Up on top. Mina Shirakawa.
Beautiful timing.
Running lariat that time on Leila Gray to cover one, and Leila gets out in a 1 count that time. Mina, who has been the Rev Pro Undisputed British Women's Champion for the last 98 days.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it's been almost 4 months. Well, it's been over 3. Not almost.
Leila Gray followed it up. Nice. Could be a big upset here if Gray could put down Shirakawa. And what would that mean for Winter?
Nice with the float over. Got the butterfly lock now. What are we thinking? Butterfly suplex? No, she didn't quite get the lock.
So Gray didn't have the leverage.
Into the ropes.
Oh, avoided the pump kick. Hurricane. Clean. Clean sequence there. Oh, agreed, Robert. I've personally found it to be like appointment viewing for the better part of the year, but in this last month specifically, it's really ramped up its watchability in the eyes of a lot of other fans. Turn up. Schoolgirls didn't quite get the best leverage with that. Got the shoulder up with the jackknife. That rolling elbow is nuts. Hey, speaking of Willow. Yes. That reminds me, next Saturday, Deadline, NXT Deadline will be happening the same time as AEW Collision. We will be sticking with AEW Collision for the watch-along. We'll be doing a delayed watch party of Deadline on the Discord afterwards. Yeah, nice. The vertigo, not sure what she calls it. But she got the win with it. Yes, really, matches in rumor speak for it. Yes! No, like, I think the best thing it does is when it's a modern-day version of WCW Saturday Night. And that is just... the wrestling tells the story. Here's all the wrestling we got.
Please welcome back to Collision, Willow Nightingale.
Hey!
Willow, we saw at Full Gear you help your friend Orange Cassidy during the main event. But now, what do you have your sights set on now that you're back?
Well, first, Lexi, it's always great to come back and help a friend. But I gotta pivot my focus. I saw this stuff about the International Women's Cup happening, right, at Wrestle Dynasty, Tokyo Dome. Oh, and it just feels right that I would be representing AEW there, right? It makes sense because most recently it was the CMLL World Women's Champ. I was the first TBS champ to go overseas and defend that bad boy in Stardom. And of course, your inaugural New Japan Strong Women's Champ, all right? Yeah! So you could comfortably call me a global ambassador of AEW. You could call me an international superstar. But you cannot call me an International Women's Cup winner unless I get through these qualifying matches. And that might feel right in my heart, but it also feels right in my heart that OC would have been the world champ, right, at Full Gear. It also feels right that Ishii should be Ring of Honor champ after Dynamite. But those things didn't happen. We didn't make it happen. So after over a month away, I gotta do the thing that makes the dreams happen. Put my head down, get back to work, put this lovely smile on, and make it happen.
Hell yeah. See, that's why I love Willow. That was such a real promo. Like, a real feeling, I should say. It felt so authentic. Yes. Yes, super early technically speaking. For indeed it is. The second Collision ends, Survivor Series is going to be starting. So that's why we're going to be like, we're going to be really hasting to end this stream so that way we can jump right on over to that one. We're really hoping that WWE does their WWE things and has their 5 to 7 minute video package to open. And we'll be taking advantage of that while we get settled into the new stream and I get all of the posts and stuff out for that. Well, it's one of those characters where a heel turn almost feels impossible. But lying if they want, yeah, no, I hear you, Riga. It's in the chamber. A Willow. I feel like one day we will see heel Willow. But I feel like if it's closer to 2025 than 2030, that will be too soon. I think we have many years of this baby face character, like really, like elevating the division and her profile in the process. Actually pay for the network then. Might as well watch. I hear ya. We will also be sidecasting it on the Discord if you want to go for that. But I understand that the gorilla position is not the most ideal setup for everybody. So if it works more for you, dive into the network. Because I think, is it still just like $9.99 or did they up it? Man, never makes it difficult to switch between tabs on Discord. Okay, gotcha. No worries. Hey, here he comes. Now, does he have the belt on, or is it still on the podium? This has been a curiosity of mine. It's on the podium.
Your main event is a Blue League match in the Continental Classic, set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Aichi, Japan, weighing 236 pounds, he is the AEW
What did he dye his hair?
champion.
It's not as blonde. Well, I guess not dye his hair, but rather just let it grow out.
As we get ready for our main event, Kazuchika
It's mine.
wears his belt. He is still the Continental Champion. And of course, this big main event will be followed by Rampage coming up here on TNT.
Yeah. I'm doing that a little bit later. Boy, as a child, 1 week and is already going great. It's like, oh man, whoa, that's returns live next Saturday. Yep. Yeah, we're sticking. This will be fun. Oh yeah. Well, by the way, y'all please do drop a thumbs up before we get started here. It's going to help us get boosted along in this not so normal time start time. Of course. I need to see him with the belt. I like how they zoomed out because they thought we're on the wrong tunnel. Him with the belt on seems so right. Lovely stuff.
As Daniel Garcia eyes the Continental Champion belt, there is your Continental Champion, Kazuchika Okada, who is still the champion right now and will be until the conclusion of this tournament, even though the belt is on the pedestal over there. Well, Matt Menard, I'm glad to see the belt got cleaned up, and I'm glad to see Daniel Garcia a champion. Take a look.
What is so funny, right, is if Okada doesn't make it to the finals, then we're going to have this weird instance where, like, we have this 4 to 7 day window where he is still technically champion, but he is indefinitely slated to lose it on a certain day in a match he will not be competing in. No worries, George, we got you.
With his mother in attendance, no less.
It was a very special evening. It's as if it all started right here last year at the Continental Classic, Daniel's journey to the TNT Championship. The growth of that young man in the last year has been amazing.
Well, fans, as this match just starts here,
Kind of missed the old seats. Yeah.
Rampage still to come.
I liked the gimmick it has running where it was like every person who won it had their own custom design, but I think it's found its default design, and I think it's okay that not every single person who wins it has some customized variants. One, because you can't have it. You don't want to create a custom title for someone who's losing it in a month, for example, and you don't want to have to plan a title design around something like that. Associate that design with Cage now, though. Yeah, because it was such a memorable run.
No gimmies in this tournament, guys. No, not at all.
For me, I always think Darby when I see the TNT title.
Right here, Garcia facing his toughest opponent on his side of the bracket.
Yeah, Rhea, that's what has me concerned. They could always do a post-match segment. That's where my head is at. But this one is going to go for a while, I think.
He's actually a 4-time winner overall, record-setting, equaling there. Here we go.
Backside by Garcia. Got the 2 counts, says Aubrey Edwards.
Keep on him, Danny. Atta boy.
Drop toe hold, roll up, 1, 2. Got a 2 count again. Daniel Garcia mounting some offense.
Oh, that was slick. Looked like he was going to go for a lateral press, turned it into a crucifix pin. Look at him standing over Okada. That's my guy. Gotta forget that Killswitch even held it. The way Killswitch held it for like 3.5 months. Well, and we don't even know it because he was never holding the belt. And I think that bothers me a little because in hindsight, he deserves to have the recognition of being a champion.
From the early going from Garcia, handshake, why not?
I mean, I don't know about this one.
Would you trust him?
Handshake this deep into the match, bro? I don't know. Not sure it's a good idea.
Daniel Garcia.
Confidence at an all-time high, gentlemen.
A little bit of anger that time from that. Caught the foot. Brings Okada in. Sweeps the leg out. Here goes Garcia now. Shotgun drop.
That's interesting, Rick. If Daniel Garcia gets a win over Okada, that's career making. Now, Okada ain't respecting anyone under 30. Come on.
Gotta stay on him here, Danny. This has been a great start so far. I thought maybe at first Danny just had that war 7 nights ago.
1, 2.
Okada didn't compete. That maybe that'd be his advantage.
Right. Well, a lot of times momentum works to your advantage. A lot of times, Nigel, you can chime in on this. A lot of times it works against you, right?
What does?
Winning a big match works against you on your next match.
Yeah, it can give you the confidence, certainly, but if it takes enough out of you physically, then yeah, it can certainly work against you. So,
thank you.
6 of one, half a dozen of another is another way of saying that, Tony.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. All right.
Never heard that before.
You do it in French. What's that in French?
Nigel good? I think Nigel's getting tired. This was like almost 11 p.m. his time. Probably in the 4th hour.
Right now, Garcia, though, on the receiving end, counting his teeth. And Detroit.
It's made a bit of a mistake right
It's
there.
like the overconfident complacency, and he steals the technical pinnacle. Yo. Not unlike how his last champion vs. champion match went down against Danielson. Danielson got that technical pin over him.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Tony, the guy I like commentating around Dawson.
walk in the park.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like his gig.
That's what I'm here for. Here's the cover.
Only got a 1 count. Garcia comes rumbling out of that one.
It's almost as if he knew Danny would come out of here and
Excuse
excuse
me,
my
I
expression,
can't
but
worry
full of
much.
some vinegar. And he just weathered the storm.
That sucked.
Garcia seeking refuge to the ropes in the corner now, but again,
Friggin', that's a shout.
Okada,
Agreed.
relentless.
Ian Riccaboni, and that's not the first time someone's thrown his name out there either, because they know this is the environment he fits perfectly.
A huge acquisition without a doubt. Immediately, Okada joining his friends, the Young Bucks.
Okada's vibing. It's just like,
And of course,
shit.
Where they at now?
another member of the Elite, scapegoat Jack Perry, who would be very happy to see Garcia go down in flames here tonight.
Anybody hear from Jack this week?
No, at least he's not tied to the front of a truck or anything like that.
He's like he got away with that one. Tony, you better watch your mouth.
Tony, you better watch your mouth.
I'm not
And above the truck. A little kick.
It's Kazuchika Okada and Daniel Garcia, the Continental Champion, facing the TNT Champion,
Collision, but you know, favorite. I hear you, X. No, we got a lot of good wrestling tonight, and then after the classic War Games, we're gonna be doing ourselves a little Lucha Rampage after party. Hey guys, knowing that Okada locks into a match after the 20-minute point usually ends these matches well. Right, Jordan? That's what I was thinking about. Back as far as the Danielson match I just mentioned. It's like by the time he starts getting into that mode, a Continental Championship match is over.
You know, I mean, this is my first look at him, really, right? In live contest.
Oh, he's looking for the Senton Atomico. Roll through.
We're just thrilled. I mean,
We'll be around for Collision.
For both of us.
This is Collision. You mean Rampage? I mean, fair enough. No worries. Oi!
Top wrist lock into almost a Cobra clutch here.
Daniel will wrestle with you all day. Come on now.
You have to do something to get out of this. You can see the color of Garcia's head turning beet red from the pressure.
You're right. Just
Okada's meat hooked the arm, the hand, excuse me, of Garcia.
And if they want a third.
Driving the forearm right across the cheekbone.
And let's not forget there is no.
Yeah, I do think they want a third.
Here, so you must stay put right here, Matt Madonna.
An opportunity in Taz. Iconic trio.
And a reminder, everybody, this Wednesday on Dynamite, live from Fishers, Indiana on TBS, Pac will take on Jay White. Continental Classic Gold League, Brody King faces Claudio Castagnoli. Then winter is coming a week later in Kansas City, the T-Mobile Center.
Yo! All right.
Ospreay, and then Ricochet against Brody King in the Gold League.
We talked earlier.
All right, look at them lining up these matches ahead of time. Ooh, such good.
When you're looking at a long round-robin tournament, not to get injured, not to waste energy, and perhaps that is why Okada has taken.
Ospreay want to see. Oh yeah. Wait, so that means if I'm mathing it out right, Ospreay versus Brody's happening in Hammerstein. Darby versus Claudio is happening in Hammerstein, the rematch. It's coming right.
He's trying to tuck it in, trying to protect his neck. Yep.
That was the move of his mentor, one of his mentors, Shibata, right there.
Whoa, running knees.
Truth, he did hit that Shibata combo, but Okada, come on, it's Okada. And also, you don't do it. You don't do it like Shibata.
This journey completed.
It was a long time coming, wasn't it? It was last year's Continental Classic when it took him until the very last match in the tournament to claim his sole 3 points. And we said that was going to push him in a different direction. It did. Took a lot longer than we expected, but right now, whoa.
Garcia, well, got snubbled up in the rope.
It absolutely is. Craig. I think it's Hammerstein. I think I may have just been doing the bad.
Rather than a draw, 3 points versus 1 point. Super important, of course. 20-minute time limit in this match, so you don't want to take distance.
He knows what it means. He knows what it's like to get behind earlier in this tournament to dig yourself out of a hole.
Was he about to hit it?
2 years in a row.
Stein sounds odd to me. Really wondering if there'll be some. I think there's gotta be, right? Yeah, Jordan. I as soon as I said it, I wasn't too confident in it. I just don't know.
And right now, Aubrey Edwards checking the shoulder of Okada.
Get him in the ring, Danny.
Apparently damaged here. Aubrey Edwards checking again.
Be careful.
Oh no, Okada.
Could call this off. Yeah.
No, Okada said he's okay. Wait a minute.
No. I think the shoulder popped out.
Aubrey's walking over. Aubrey! She walked over to talk to.
You got it. You kidding me?
It's better. He popped it back in.
Wow.
Just popped straight back in.
Yeah, it was miraculous.
Almost as though nothing happened.
Aubrey did.
Oh shit, no, Rhea. Thank you so much for Bringing my attention to that. I didn't.
And this match continues in picture-in-picture on TNT.
Oh, you gotta love a guy who smiles, Tony.
Blowing a kiss to the cameras, we went to break as well.
I adjusted my predictions, Ray. Appreciate you. Bringing my attention. You could have just let that sit there and then not validate that element of the prediction. I need a Garcia running with the fingers up as a gif.
Again of Daniel Garcia that's hurt, and Okada taking his sweet time.
Talking about the WatchMania prediction series. Goes on a monthly league system. Perfect time to join would literally be today or tomorrow because it's the start of a new league. Draft fantasy stable based around AEW's roster. Make predictions for any WWE AEW pay-per-views that month. It's a good time. Win prizes. I'm glad they got that barricade set back up after earlier.
I mean, it's pretty obvious this guy's a scumbag.
Nearly Christmas. Time of miracles, Tony.
Is this guy for real, Tony?
You're a Christian. You believe in miracles?
And he cheats in round 1 just because he can, right? Yo, I love shit like this. This is fan interaction. No, don't. Oh, I got spiked.
Something left in the TNT champion as of yet.
There's kicks in the back of his head. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh, no, that face.
Kicking Okada in the back of the head.
Garcia kicks like a girl.
Oh, would you?
You're really something, Nigel.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Say that in French as well.
Yeah, but I'm not getting close to it.
Garcia
Gotta get the caffeine going.
From the ringside fans. But it's him on his own.
Come on, Danny.
Yeah, he slid in immediately, just got dunked on his own head.
In his first match after winning the title against Okada? Are you kidding me? But he's back up.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up. Cuts. See, Okada's taking shortcuts, getting frustrated. I don't think Danny pulling one over on him is impossible. That's not a bad shout, Riga. Personally, I'm not against that. If that were to happen, I'd be like, yo. Because the thing is, right, everybody keeps bringing the attention to how Okada doesn't feel like Okada. You know, and I don't know if I can agree with that, but I've also have not watched his New Japan run. Or the majority of his career, really. And there's just winners. Oh, yeah. Especially if Danny gets with that jackknife cover, that'd be amazing. If he were to do that, because that's how he got the win over Brody in that round 5 match last year's tournament, which effectively cost Brody a spot in the finals.
Continue here with this Blue League matchup on Collision. Do not forget, coming up next is going to be Rampage. Lucha Libre Rampage is coming up immediately following this telecast right
My
here.
fingers are so
on
happy.
TNT. Which one of these two men will get 3 points and move on?
It's the final opening round match in the Blue League. Shelton Benjamin and Kyle Fletcher lead the pack with 3 points each.
To the top, boys. Here we go.
Okada up top. Garcia looking for a superplex.
Woo! That's how you get back in it.
But Garcia cannot cover him.
Not a soft landing for Garcia either.
That's
with the
right.
damage to his neck earlier.
Get the
Slow
leg, get
to
the leg.
cover.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, no sir.
All right. We're back in it, boys.
Sacre bleu, very close.
He's really on this French run.
I'll say this right now. A year ago, between you, I don't know if Danny's still in this match a year ago.
Well, he has come a long way. I don't think there's any doubt. We talked about that. We've established that. But what a match to have after you win the title.
Well, okay. Wait a second. I'm not going to talk about that again. That's where I'm coming from, Riga. But I also feel like a win over Okada is so big that it really changes the dynamic of this whole roster. Oh, into the air raid crash, neck breaker.
Garcia's out of it.
Textbook Kazuchika Okada, who now, look how confident, the smile on his face. This is certainly,
we're talking
Kazuchika Okada, who is currently AEW's longest.
I'm coping. Okada will surely win. Gotta be close to the 20, right? Yes. No, I'm thinking we're at like minute 15, minute 16. I believe they started it at 39 past the hour. May have been exactly 40 after the past the hour. I could be wrong.
I don't like taking that time. Don't underestimate Garcia, dude.
Wow. Kazuchika Okada doing a little dance. Garcia
has got caught
with the right ankle lock.
Yes, I told you.
Ankle
Come
lock.
on, Daddy. Crank it.
Okada beside himself now in the center of the ring. Got to get to the ropes or at least release the pressure.
He's not even reaching right now.
Well, here he goes now to reach.
Get on your feet, Danny. There you go.
Garcia could try to get the body scissors or at least the leg around his leg.
And he gets to the ropes, but some damage obviously done.
Come on, you also have till 5.
We got a shot here, guys. We got a shot.
Garcia. Shotgun pass from the ropes.
Wow.
No. All right. He catches Okada. Okada with up kicks. Gets out of it.
He's looking for that sharpshooter.
Good coach for the next 10 years on gimmick comedy shit and would still have a decade of top-tier world-class matches. I mean, right? Like, that's the thing is, like, he is already so close to the so close to the top of that GOAT conversation. Interesting pin from Okada, because I feel like that looked a little more desperate than we expect him to be.
What a match. And the fans appreciate this, no doubt.
The decision hanging in the balance. Okada and Garcia.
How about this for an opening round-robin match, guys?
Fighting for the final 3 points in the opening round.
How hard is it to win this tournament?
Oh, I mean, you're talking about Shelton Benjamin, who's got 3 points. Kyle Fletcher's got 3 points, all here in the Blue League.
It's just a murderer's row. It's week after week.
Over in the Gold League, Claudio, Will Ospreay, and Brody King all have 3 points.
Oh, wait a second. Okada. No! Setting.
Oh, I think this could be the beginning of the end. Got people worried about me.
Simple lariats.
There we go.
Yeah. But I think also that that run has become kind of forgettable in history. And
come on, Danny, now.
At least I'd like to think. I'd hope. You know.
Feel it slipping away here.
I'm referring to your message, Craig.
There it is. Rainmaker.
All right. Roll up. Yes. Sharpshooter.
Let's go. No, not at 1 minute. Lean back. Lean back. I can't. No. Let's go. Fully arch. Oh. And there it is. First round, we have a draw. King called it.
Okada hung on.
Wow. Garcia's beside himself. He knows how close.
I'm still locked in for the last 2 minutes. For real. No, I hear you. When you said, oh, I spoiled it, I'm like, oh, that reaction makes me feel like it's not an Okada win.
Hell of a showing against a man who many consider the favorite.
one of the greatest of all time. No,
All the same.
But look at the bright, if you can look at the bright side here.
Yo, this crowd appreciating the hell out of this match, though, as they should.
Held on to retain a point.
he was lucky to hold on. Lucky to hold on, Okada.
That wasn't luck. He endured the pain
Listen,
like a real champion.
if this match was 5 seconds longer,
Okada now wants to shake hands with the TNT champion.
Respect.
Of course he has. He's earned everyone's respect.
There it is.
it's all right, Danny. It's all right.
I'm really glad they didn't have Danny lose. Agreed. Agreed. That was the way to do it.
1 point each. Fans, stay tuned for Lucha Libre Rampage on TNT.
Alrighty, y'all. That means it is time for us to hop on over to Survivor Series, y'all. So thank you so much for watching along. If that Survivor Series you survived, the link is in the chat spam there. Do hop on over. We're ending this one and starting that stream over there. Thank you so much, as always. And if that's not your vibe, then take care and happy wrestling.